there. Welcome to our reading for late February 2018. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all psychic. We're all children of God. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. This could clarify the past. It could shed light into the future. It could be right in sync with the now. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love, for the highest and greatest good of everybody, so we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. If you get a chance, try to check out the musical playlist I put below. See if there's something personal in the lyrics, in the music for you, or just enjoy the tunes. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I hope you enjoy the reading. Welcome to our reading for late February 2018. I really appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. Now I'm really excited about today's reading because I have some brand new decks of cards to use and some old ones. So let's begin. Let's get clarity on the energies coming through late February 2018. We're going to start the reading with one of my older decks. This is the Archangel Oracle. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. We'll start with one card, get some general advice, wisdom, clarity for late February 2018. Compassion is coming through. So a soft energy in February. So this is Archangel ZODIAC. It's soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So having a gentle, compassionate, understanding, understanding, and forgiving energy on a certain situation because of something you went through, because of something you're going through. Perhaps somebody else is going through something. Sometimes we lash out onto our friends or our family, people close to us when we're going through something. Sometimes people lash out when they don't feel good and it's not personal. So try to see the situation through the eyes of the other person. Have forgiveness. Also forgive yourself, you know, for something that you did, a way you acted, a decision you made, and know that a healing energy is coming through. It's like a sweet energy. Have sweet, like I think of sweetheart, like a sweetheart, sweet eyes. I just thought of Fresh Eyes by Andy Grammer. I like that song. I'll put that below. Archangel ZODIAC, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So release judgment, release the baggage, release that heavy energy that's just weighing down that situation and making it, I'm getting like stuck in the mud. So this is getting out of the mud in a particular situation, feeling better about a situation, having the wound heal, you know, instead of just covering it up. So let's get more clarification on compassion. We're going to go to something new. This deck of cards is called The Universe Has Your Back. They're pretty cool. I really like how they feel. So let's clarify compassion. Archangel ZODIAC, soften your heart with respect to a situation. Oh, I just thought of something really weird. I just thought of puberty. I heard transition, which made me think of like puberty, like a kid going through the changes, maybe somebody older, you know, going through some changes, transitions in life. It could be a transition in general. Transitions can be hard. Change can be hard. It can be uncomfortable until we get used to something, until we understand why we are going through something, till we get that strength after we go through something. I also just thought of like the transition of a caterpillar to the cocoon to the butterfly. So there's that point where it's in the cocoon where it's just a big sloppy mess of you don't know what until the wings grow and it becomes something completely different. So getting past that uncomfortable feeling, getting through something until it feels more natural. Compassion. Maybe something, I hear detour. Maybe there's a detour, something like that. Sometimes detours come into our life because they put us on the right path. Also, I want to say sometimes no is God's way of protecting us. And it makes me think of free will as well. Everybody has free will to choose. So allow somebody else their own free will and take back your own power in a situation. All right, let's get clarification on compassion. Ah, this is nice. This is a nice card. It's a powerful card. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. That's really powerful. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to go through some stuff, you know, so we know what it's like. If we don't go through it, sometimes we don't know what it's like to have something beautiful in our world. So, this is going through an experience to learn, to get better, to get closer to God, to have new understanding, to have new inner standing on something. So I'm a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. I also want to say the third eye is important. So pay attention to your own inner guidance system. Perhaps prayer is important. The power of prayer in numbers is important. I also think of like-minded individuals when I see this card. Sometimes it's doing something on your own, and sometimes it's finding that right support system around you. Let's move along. Let's get clarification on compassion, and I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. This makes me think of like getting stuck, like maybe that's stuck in the mud, like stuck in the 3D dimensional world of things you gotta do and responsibilities, and sometimes it's seeing the bigger picture, seeing the broader picture, the more divine picture, the more divine timing in a situation, rather than what you think it should be. I like the eyes here. It makes me think of also prayer, meditation, maybe contemplation, breathing. I want to say, I just thought of like platonic solids or like sacred geometry, which makes me think of like healing energy, chakra healing, healing through maybe Reiki, therapy, something like that. Maybe you're helping somebody else heal a situation because of something you went through. All right, let's get another card. We're going to move along to something else that's new. And come here. Mannix just came to say hello, and I want to show you something because he's on the back of these cards. This is the Animal Tarot, and I am in love with these cards. Every card is a different animal. It's my cat on the back. So let's get a clarifying card for compassion and having a human experience. Clarity for late February 2018. I keep seeing an airport, and I'm not sure why. I also see like traffic. So maybe there's something that comes through that makes you late. Maybe being late is divine timing is actually a blessing in disguise. Maybe that delay on a flight or rescheduling going on is important because you meet somebody that's on the next plane. I don't know where that came from, but I'm going to put it out there if that's important to somebody. Maybe there's a trip coming through. You're planning a trip to go somewhere. Maybe you had to rearrange something, or you're going to have to, and it's going to bring you to a better road, a better direction. The right companion will come through. That was kind of weird. I just thought of leaving on a, I want to take you on a ride on a big jet plane, that song. I'll put that below. Let's get another card. Clarify late February. And I just thought of the song Dream On by Aerosmith. I'll put that below. Oh, this is nice. Strength is coming through. So I see the 8, the infinity symbol. Also the lion and the lamb. I see the daisies. They make me think of echinacea, which makes me think of like my sister's dandelion salad. Also, I think of essential oils for some reason, and smell, scent. That was really random. I don't know why that has anything to do with the strength card, but maybe some of you are getting maybe a new cologne, a new perfume, something like that, or you do something with essential oils. Smell is really powerful. Smell triggers memory, sort of like music, so it can bring you to a specific memory, a place, a time, how you felt, what you were doing. Maybe you're trying out a new scent, seeing how it affects your energy, how it affects your mood. I don't know why I'm thinking of like Sephora. So maybe there's a perfume store near you, and if you ask the people that work there, they can give you a little sample, and you can put in your purse, in your bag, maybe try out a different scent, maybe see how that reacts to others. That was a detour with this card. Let you see this card. When strength comes through, here it's 11. Sometimes strength is the number 8. In this deck, it's 11. So maybe 11 is important. It makes me think of Leo, a fiery energy, a compassionate energy. I mean, this is compassion. You know, this is a gentle approach to a difficult situation. It's honey, you know, honey on the wound. It's when you're, I think of somebody in front of a big audience on a platform or a podium, and I'm thinking of like an auditorium with a bunch of kids. So maybe there is that like adolescent energy coming through. Maybe some of you have kids. I think of, you know, like a bunch of kids in an audience, and maybe the best way to get them to be quiet is to whisper, not to yell. So sometimes the quiet way through is the best way and gets the best response, gets the biggest response. So it's having a gentle, compassionate energy to understand a situation, not to rough it up so much. Sometimes the strength card is actually called lust. So, you know, it's a gentle approach to a situation, to a passionate situation, to not put so much passion that it's overpowering, but that it's getting accessible, it's accepted. So this is the Maasai lion and lamb. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. So that's a double coming through. Seeing through the eyes of somebody else. Maybe somebody else is having some compassion to what you went through or what you're going through. You have tremendous personal power and courage. So maybe something is uncomfortable, something you don't necessarily want to do, but you'll be okay. You are safe. You'll get through it. You'll do it. Trust yourself. Trust somebody else that you feel has maybe good advice for you to get through something, that has that right approach to handle a situation. Everybody reacts different to advice or ideas or different situations. So if you got a reaction in the past that didn't work, maybe change your approach and see if it changes the reaction. So it's always action, reaction. 11, strength. There's a butterfly here. It's a really pretty card. Let's get one more card from this deck. I want you to see another one because they're so beautiful. Let's get clarity on strength. Having strength in a situation, having inner strength in a situation, a gentle approach. You know, this isn't forcing something to happen. It's allowing it to be. It's also a lot of trust when the strength card comes through. Clarify strength, number 11. And that's a big energy coming through. This is the Empress. So this could be you. This could be somebody you know. This is usually a beautiful, abundant, creative, sexy, feminine energy. The Empress is like the big mama of the tarot. So she's the ultimate creator, nurturer. This could be a grandma, it could be a mother, it could be your wife, it could be your girlfriend, it could be a sister, a friend, it could be you. It's a feminine energy, even if it's a guy or a male. It doesn't have to be a female, but it's a receptive energy. It's a creative energy. This is creating something that's your baby. Sometimes when the Empress comes through, it does mean pregnancy. So you might be finding out somebody you know is pregnant. It could be you. If it's you, congratulations. It's a beautiful creative energy, but even if it's not necessarily a baby, it's your baby. It could be your project. It could be something that you create, that you built from scratch. It was your idea. It was that light bulb in your head, and then it became reality. So it's taking that idea, putting it into something that you start to manifest abundance around in your real world, so it creates, so it becomes real, and then you nurture it through, I'm thinking, childhood again. So it's not just there and you let it go. You have to nurture it. You have to be there for the growth. Be present somewhere. Here it's the Angora rabbit. It's really pretty. Let me let you see this card. So I just want to say, like, a fluffy energy coming through, and it makes me think of a cashmere sweater. I know that's not Angora, but that makes me think of a sweater, maybe knitting, crocheting, something like that. I also see a dragonfly. I want to say a dragonfly in the background, which makes me think of flying in, out, above, around, backwards, out of a situation, however you need to. You have the ability with all your wings. A dragonfly is like the little helicopter of the insect kingdom. So I also see wheat here, which makes me think of abundance, growth, something that brings you fields of abundance later. You know, that tiny seed that you plant becomes massive later. So Angora rabbit is time. This is so cute. Time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. So something is bringing you successful, proud, abundant energy. Something's going to work. It's going to grow. It's going to flourish. This is really beautiful. 3 is a creative number. So it's getting your creativity, you know, in your world. Are you being creative? Are you making that thing that you thought of, that project that you've been meaning to do? Start to do it. I'm also getting like final touches. So maybe you're finishing a project, something that you perhaps put aside. Maybe you had a painting, you threw it in the closet, you never finished it. Time to bring it out and finish it. Sometimes you can leave it kind of unfinished, and that's what's beautiful about it. I also want to say that if it has to do with creativity, sometimes mistakes are like the biggest blessings ever, because a mistake can make you fix your mistake in a way that it brings something new to the picture. I think of that guy, Bob something, and he does the paintings. You know, and sometimes I'm getting this from my sister. We were speaking about this recently where he like does an accidental line on the painting and it becomes a tree, you know? So sometimes an accident can be beautiful. Also a flowing energy here with the waterfall. Oh, I just thought of Waterfalls by TLC. I'll put that below. That's a cool song. All right, let's get clarity on these. These are major arcana here. So Strength, number 11, 3, the Empress, Compassion, a gentle energy, a healing energy, an understanding energy, and having an experience. So we're going to go to another new deck. This is called the Good Tarot. Let's get a clarifying card for Strength and the Empress. So maybe your mother has some good advice, or someone around you who is like a mama-like energy has some really good advice for you, how to be strong in a situation. Maybe that's you, you know, having that mama kind of energy to help somebody else through a situation, maybe something you've already been through. Maybe it's understanding something somebody else has gone through. Let's get another card. Clarity on the Empress and Strength. So I'm looking at this card and I see her necklace, that heart, and I just thought of the song Jar of Hearts. That was kind of random. I'll put that below. Oh, and I just thought of a really random song, Fear by Sarah McLachlan. I thought of All the Fear Has Left Me Now. I'm Not Frightened Anymore. That's one of her older songs. That was nice. I'll put that below. Let's get clarity on Strength and the Empress. And this is a nice card. All right, so we got the Four of Fire coming through. So successful completion with something that's important to you. I see this as like the final dance. Like sometimes it's a wedding energy when I see the Four of Fire. Preparation, it's when there was preparation. It's not really like the Three of Cups where it's something spontaneous, kind of get together. It's something planned, something that you put some preparation, some time into. When I see this card, I always think of, I know this sounds really weird, kind of like a rubber band, you know, like there's something stretched out and there's a long, like, I think of this as asking somebody for their hand in marriage and they say yes. Maybe it was spontaneous, but maybe it was thought about for a really long time before that event occurred. Or there's a lot of planning leading up to a wedding. And then once the wedding is there, it's that moment. It's enjoying that feast, that festival, that party, that situation when you're there. Because there's another day afterwards and then you have to clean it all up and start a new chapter. So when you're in that moment of happiness, it makes me think of like a dance, you know. Some of the cards have two people dancing on a gazebo or under a gazebo. Here there's 4 lanterns. She's playing the flute. I love when there's a flute in music. It makes me think of First, You Can Call Me Owl. That's a weird song. I'll put that one below. And I don't know which song, but I want to say Stephen Marley. So I'll find a song by him and put that below. Four of Fire is enjoying the dance, enjoying that moment when it comes, you know, letting yourself let go, embrace that moment, enjoy something, be in the now, be in that moment, in that song, in that music. So this could be somebody saying yes to something, saying yes to a date, saying yes to go somewhere, to do something. Usually I feel like there's a partner involved, but here you're alone. There's also big butterfly wings. So feeling free, feeling light. I don't know why what she's standing on makes me think of a dolmen. It doesn't look like the shape of a dolmen, but I think of like megaliths, ancient architecture, something like that. Four of fire. Enjoying the moment when it's here. I know this is a really weird description of the Four of Fire, but sometimes I think of making the bed. You know, you can do it alone. You know, it's possible to go to each corner and do it yourself, but sometimes somebody else comes in and it's easier to do it together. So it's getting help to do something that's perhaps simple and making it fun. I also want to say a party. Something like that, a gathering, a get-together. I think of fairy lights. I mean, I see these lights here, but that makes me think of a wedding or a reception, something like that, where there's like beautiful fabric and fairy lights hanging. So maybe fairy lights are important. There's a glyph here, but I'm not sure what it is. I want to say Venus or Mercury. I'm not sure what that is though. So maybe Venus makes me think of love, romance, relationships. Mercury is communication, being clear, you know, with what you say. Let's get one more card. Let's clarify the Four of Fire. This is a really nice card. This is a really happy card. Just remember to have a good time when you're there. Don't let this moment pass you by. I just thought of Passing Me By the Far Side. I'll put that one below. I like that song. All right, we're gonna go to the Oracle of Visions. Pull one more card to clarify strength. The Empress, the Four of Fire. Enjoying that moment when it comes, seizing that opportunity when it's there. I'm getting like a yes energy with that card, like a yes where you thought it wouldn't happen, an excitement where you thought it was, I'm getting like a delay. So let's see. Let's get one more card from the Oracle of Visions. Clarify this reading. It's a really nice reading, guys. Oh, I heard Live Life, you know, I was looking at this and it made me think of Good Life by Collie Buddz. I'll put that song below. All right, let's get clarification on the Four of Fire. Also the Four of Rods. It's a completion kind of card. It's feeling like you're whole, you're complete, you're there for a bigger purpose. You know, it's that kind of energy, like right place, right time kind of energy. I also hear invitation, so maybe that's important. That makes me think of like email, communication, texting, something like that. Meetups, maybe a social gathering, something like that. All right, one more card. And this is the all tied up card. She has her wings all bound. So when you look at this card, there's a sword right here. You're just choosing not to see your way out of a situation. So there is a way out. There is a way to get through something. There is clarity. You know, you just have to change your perception to get yourself out of what's tying you up. Maybe rearranging your schedule so you can do something, so you have more time to do things that you love, you know, that you feel good when you're doing them. 36, that's a 9, so that's almost completion with something. When I see her awesome footwear, I think of Mercury here. So communication. Let's go to the book for the final card. It's number 36. It's entrapment, limitations, restrictions, and complications. We have more ability than willpower, and it's often an excuse to ourselves that we imagine things are impossible. François de la Rothschild. Card number 36 is we are entangled by obstacles. So those are the obstacles. Sometimes obstacles come in our world to get us on the right road because what's going down on that road isn't the right road for us, and there's something better the other way. There's a door that's open a different way. You know, it's that no is sometimes a protection energy. So we are entangled by obstacles, real or imagined, that restrict our wishes and actions, whether by ignorance, self-doubt, or paralyzing fear. We allow them to control, limit, or imprison us. If we could just summon the strength of will and confront them, we might face them down and ultimately overcome them. And so we are free to fly once more. This is an angel without flight. Her, I think I put that song in a, there's a song, the Dove, I've Been Loving You. I know I put it in another playlist, but that came through there, so I'll put it below. Her wings entangled, and I just thought of another song, Coleman Hell, Two Heads. That was random. I'll put both of those below. This is an angel without flight, her wings entangled by troubles, obstacles, and fear. In her suicidal pose, red ribbons entwine her wrists like streaks of blood, but her entrapment is a consequence of her own fear. Blinded by anxiety, she is unaware that the nearby sword could be used to cut her ties and set her free to fly once more. So there's a way out. Backwards, forwards, around a different way, a different way of doing something. There is a way through. And it starts with you changing your perception on something, to release your fears about how you think something should turn out or what you think something should be, and trust. I'm getting like let go and let God. Maybe prayer is important. Also, allow for the highest and greatest good of everybody in the situation. You know, so the best can come to everyone. It's not always what we want. I'm going back to the Rolling Stones song. So I feel like I should pull one more card. Let's do one more from this deck. Clarify, number 36, limitations, entrapment, restrictions, and complications. And there's a woman in a beautiful room with all of these mirrors around her. Different perceptions on the same situation, the same room. Also, she's just looking at herself. I just thought of Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. I'll put that below. This is number 43. Let's see what this is. Number 43 is obsession, delusion, and self-interest. Nature never deceives. It is we who deceive ourselves. Jean-Jacques Rousseau from EMILIE, 1762. A stream of light, you see this, a stream of light penetrates a darkened room, revealing a solitary figure. Like Miss Havisham in Great Expectations, she sits in a world of her own isolation. Her reflections are her only companions. She preens herself, yet again reassuring herself with false truths. The mirrors do not lie, but her obsession does, indulging her only with the images that she wants to see. Her excesses represent an ever-increasing desire to create an ideal that is never achieved in a reality that is never even required. We should look in the mirror and see our true reflection as others would see us, and strip away the psychological makeup of ego and vanity. So, getting in your own way, you know, with something. Maybe you just need to get out of that same situation, that same old scenario, that same old, like your same view that you're seeing, and see something through a different perspective. Go outside and see it through someone else's perspective. Freeing yourself from a situation, getting out of your own way. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful to you. We have, you know, a good opportunity coming through. Maybe this is you helping somebody else get out of their own way, recognizing how beautiful they are, you know, but shedding a light on maybe different things than they see. This could be you helping this person, you know, who feels restricted and stuck in their own way. And the Empress has some good advice. Maybe it's through compassion, through understanding that sometimes it's easier to stay stuck in a situation because the transition is hard. You know, change is hard. So have some compassion for the change coming through and the experience that you're going to have. I think it's a good energy coming through. I just heard a change is going to come. So I'll put that below. All right, guys, I hope this reading was helpful. I love you very much.